Wassail. So this is a reading about the energy of the eclipse that's coming on the 26th of December. The eclipse in July was divine feminine energy coming into the southern hemisphere and then mixing with the energies of the northern hemisphere. This eclipse is divine masculine energy coming into the southern hemisphere to mix much more effectively with the divine feminine that's already here. Now, the divine feminine will not involve herself with raw male energy, and the raw male grid of the earth has been dropping and it's being transmuted into the divine male energy. So this eclipse is all about huge changes taking place. Jupiter is going to be behind the sun and then the earth is in front. So Jupiter, being this huge expansive planet, is magnifying the energy of the sun, making it much more divine as it pushes forwards towards earth. And if you look at the astrology, there's a lot of the planets like Venus ruling the heart and others that are also shining at that point. So you can see the energies that will be being pushed down onto the earth at the point of the eclipse. For this reading, I'm going to look at each chakra and see what the messages are and how we transmute the energies that are coming into us. Okay, so the first chakra is the root chakra, and we have the phoenix. Phoenix is about change and transformation. So this is about how, particularly for many of us, we find grounding very difficult, because until very recently the strength of the raw male energy grid is too much for sensitive people, empaths, channelers, all those kind of people. They feel if they were to have grounded themselves fully in that raw male energy, being empathic would have meant taking on board those energies and kind of bringing them to the surface and acting them out. So there's been a fear of grounding by lots of people that don't want to get charged with that kind of raw masculine energy. So that's changing at the moment. So let's see what messages we have for the root chakra, the phoenix, that needs to be divine masculine root energy, emotional root energy with the earth, being transmuted up and released through the solar plexus, which is the sun, and that's the divine masculine energy portal. So we've got be peace. Be peace. So you have to find, finally, a sense of peace with the earth, with the energy of the earth. The more you can ground yourself, the more your consciousness can come down with more and more elements of your higher self, and your spiritual secrets can be released to the earth, okay? We've got 3 cards here. We've got the Queen of Earth coming out with this. Be at peace. Bloom with the earth. Bloom with the earth. So this is to be at one with the earth, to see the earth's beauty, to love the earth. It's almost been quite difficult to love the earth. I don't want to blame the earth for the behaviour of humanity, but we've been living in a time of raw masculine, selfish, aggressive energy, and that's had very little time for any emotional understanding of things that are going on. Then we also have justice, card 11, balance. Again, this is about achieving this phoenix, about achieving a new balance. And justice is an adjustment. It's a changing things over. She has a sword of truth. There is a sword of truth coming at the moment. Her scales, as she holds them, are slightly unbalanced. It's about bringing the energy into balance. And this is not going to be instant. It's not like the eclipse happens and balance comes. For some who are attuned, they will feel that balance a lot more. But for others, you won't. Messenger of fire is also coming. So with that balance comes a new sense of creativity and passion, and a new education, a new ability to learn new things, new ways. This is about dropping the old. It doesn't matter how beautiful, how wonderful, and how inspiring the things you've been taught have been to your life. It's now time for those things to be changed, developed, transmuted, okay? So the next energy that we have here is cosmic egg. This is crown. So once you've established a golden energy, not red root chakra, raw masculine, but golden light energy, you will allow your consciousness then to draw in. But to do this, you've got to let every single molecule of yours ground into that golden light of the earth, and that will really widen the space in which your shield of your auric dome, as it roots in, can take hold. And then you need to pull your consciousness in and right down to your belly. So the cosmic egg is all of that promise that you have locked up inside the universe that you're not tapping into. You need to get hold of that snake and move it down. We've actually got 2 cards for the cosmic egg, for consciousness, for what animates you. Okay, so we've got a rebirth is assured. So this is Bat Spirit, card number 5. So a transformation again, justice, bat, there's changes afoot. Things are coming into a new alignment. Your consciousness is going to change because it's going to be able to lock into your spirit much more successfully. And then you've got my most favourite card, 66. 66 is the master number of the 6th dimension, and the 6th dimension is the animal world, and this is guarded by a white raven spirit, which says trust in the magic. So the world around us, the natural world, is offering us a second chance. Or maybe it's a first chance, really, actually. They're saying they're giving us the first chance. They're giving us the chance to change things. We've hurt the earth during this raw masculine stage, but it's as it was meant to be, unfortunately. That's the way the universal law works. There are raw masculine moments, there are divine masculine moments in the world, there are divine feminine moments in the world, there are raw feminine moments of the world. There's all these different energies that all play out, but at the moment we're being given a chance to move into a new balanced energy field. So pulling your divine consciousness down to your sacral, with trusting in the magic and the rebirth being assured. We have the Queen of Fire. This is to let your creative consciousness that is part of your cosmic egg to bloom, to flower, to be so creative, but to not step in and edit anything that comes to you as creativity at the moment. You need to trust in the magic and get this transformation underway so that you can have that creative stability going on within your consciousness. So we've built a dome around us, grounding all our molecules to the earth, pulling our consciousness into our solar plexus. What is our solar plexus? Sea serpent up to. The sea serpent card is showing how For many, your solar plexus is a bit screwed up. It's being protected by a sea serpent, this idea of an energy protecting you because you weren't required to connect with the raw male energy. It was too strong. And now this is changing. So what's the rebirth as our spirit properly enters into our solar plexus? Got a lot of cards here. Oh my goodness, we've got 5. So, oops. Let's pop that back up there. Sea serpent. We need sea serpent to sit. See, it's already trying to get out of its box. You have 60. This is Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive into the emotions of where you live for your own emotions. This is Ceres, the planet. This is where you harvest your own emotions. This is a very slow moving energy. And you need to dive very deeply into the realms of who you think you are. You need to bring a gentle touch to yourself. This is about you not. This is Dear Spirit, card 18. So we've got a 6 and a 9. These are very divine numbers. You need to bring a gentle touch to you, to how you love you. The point is, you're being asked by Spirit to create your own reality, your own story, because you are a fragment of source, one tiny grain of sand, and in your grain of sand there should be novel upon novel, volume upon volume of ideas, thoughts, wonderful creative notions that Spirit wants to read from you. It wants to see where you can take your imagination. So you've got to lay a strong foundation in where you love yourself. You've got to love yourself, okay? You've got 24, electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. Bring your ideas to life, okay? Look, this is the eel breaking free from holding your solar plexus in protective area. This is about it being free to roam, to develop, to be the solid foundation. This card is 24, so that's another 6. That's another healing number. So we've got 2 6s and a 9 within those. Then we've got Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. So you're using your mind to be creative. Your mind is your greatest asset. It's the creativity that you can come up with is key to the development and changes that are taking place on the earth. Now, this is 47, which is an 11, a master number. Use your mind wisely. If you use your mind wisely, you have to fix your foundation in your solar plexus, not in your solar plexus, sorry, in your sacral, so that where you love yourself is pure. If you genuinely love the earth and yourself, your spirit can descend fully to that sacral chakra through the crown. So use your mind wisely. And then you have another 6, where it's 15, but you have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. When you align your chakras, when you put yourself online fully, there's all kinds of wonderful energies that will flow towards you and through you. This is the holy cow, and this is animal spirits offering you just wonders, seriously wonders. But none of this happens if you don't have this electric eel moment, this sudden bursting forth and releasing the self-hatreds, the things that hold you back, the doubts, the fears, the worries, the regurgitating your past, the blocking of your sacral. Your sacral is orange energy. It's emotional. It's a D. It's all these wonderful, rich, balanced energies that need to be opened properly. So allow this eclipse to be the thing that helps you to open. So next we have third eye. We're kind of going down root, crown, sacral, third eye. We're weaving our way towards the heart chakra. Unicorn is how you receive information. It's your third eye. It's your antennae pulling in downloads, stuff that you need to see, trust. It's the magic. It's the point at which spirit or the cosmos, however you think about these things, it's how they communicate with you and what you do with those messages. Now, most messages are downloads. If you don't activate them, they don't work. And the only way to activate them is to learn how to do it in yourself and share them. By sharing them, you're putting that message out. Otherwise, you're clinging to a sort of selfish construct that's not going to build a world for everyone, just for you, okay? This is too many cards. Let's have messages for unicorn. It's flipping a lot of cards over. So, we have Rhino Spirit, which is card number 50. Overcome any obstacles. Look, this is the balanced energy of divine masculine and divine feminine. If you can get this change and this balance that the Libra Justice card talked about earlier, if you can get this balance going, you get to be this divine creature that can overcome any obstacles. There's a fearless beauty to this card. So you have to open your thoughts to the fact that you're capable. And if you love yourself in your sacral, as we said before, your third eye will receive messages that you can be fearless with. So overcome any obstacles that come in. And then you have Snake Spirit. This is time to heal. And this card is a 55. So this is fifth dimensional master number. This is the realm in which you're supposed to be creating your healing, your future, your story, your tale, your imagined dreams. And you need to do that to create a pattern in as many people as you can of a better world, an idea for a better future in which you would be comfortable living. But to do that, you've got to set first a sacred space that's only you and source, or the cosmos, or the universal energy, or Gaia, or Magi, whatever you call the energies. You need to create a space and share it with spirit, and it's your sacred space. From that, you then need to grow an entire world in which your sacred space lives. And it's an energy column, a place that you grow in imagination. And it can be anywhere, but you need to create this. So you're going to be given the inspirations, but you need to see them through. Next, we have Dragon. Now, Dragon is source energy. This is universal source. This is divine, masculine, creative energy that is used to manifest and create things with molecules, not to manifest and create things with emotions, but to create physically. This is the point at which the energy of the phoenix comes out. So it's like your divine masculine eye is there in your solar plexus, waiting for this boost of Jupiter magnifying energy to come down. So let's see what we have for the solar plexus. Animal spirits for the solar plexus. It's a big group that fell face down. Okay, we've got 3 cards for this too. So we begin with 49, which is 13, which is a 4. Always when you see something that's a number and a 9, just remove the 9 and you've got the number. 9's are divine and they vanish to leave what was there originally. This is rabbit spirit. This is now is a lucky time. Now really is a lucky time, because this is the first time that the divine masculine and the divine feminine are going to begin to balance the energies of the entire world. So you need to understand that this is magic and grab at that magic. So rabbit spirit is just confirming the magic that's taking place that you were asked to trust in. Now then we have 67. We have wolf spirit, and that's a 13, which is a 4. So that's a 4 and a 4. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Understand the things that you receive through your third eye. Understand that knowledge and turn it into wisdom. Don't have fears, but see everything you've ever done in life. The past is in the now, as long as you bring it into the now and don't bring the past into your now with fear. If you bring the past into your life as something that's just part of you and dealt with, it can no longer harm you. Wolf spirit is asking you, are you courageous enough? Are you courageous enough for this? Look into wolf's eyes, look into dragon's eyes. Are you willing to do this journey with wolf and trust that the knowledge you already have can be turned into wisdom? And then you're being told in a very beautiful way, as this divine masculine energy starts to pump through your solar plexus, you've got card 46, peacock spirit. Let it shine. Let this divine masculine energy shine through you. It's about seeing again. Eyes. See the changes. Witness the differences. Find the differences within you, okay? Let you shine, because you're beginning to get balance to all of your chakras. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any tarot to go with dragon energy, since this is what it's all about, this solar plexus at the eclipse. What do we have? Okay, so we have card 6, 15, which is 6, temptation. This is, it's kind of the card of the devil in many ways, but this is merely about, do you want to stay stuck in the tempting reality that you've been living in, or do you want to transmute your solar plexus energy to seek the treasures that are this side? Or do you just want to fall asleep on the poisoned apple of the current world? Do you want to keep going through the same vortex energies and not getting up, sleeping on the job? It's time to open your eyes and wake up. And unicorn, which is your third eye that we just spoke about, the unicorn is saying to you, it's time to turn that knowledge into wisdom, to move forwards, to march on with creative passions. This unicorn is just, there's around it, there are dragonflies who are on fire with spiritual delight. So let's move on to the next. We have black egg, the throat chakra. Now the throat chakra is going to be quite odd during this eclipse. Mercury is very, very close, almost behind the sun. So Jupiter's going to be expanding the energy of the throat chakra, but it's not as massive as Mars and Uranus, who are tugging at the two extremes of rooting into the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So it's almost like you're going to feel lost for words to explain what's going on. There's so many changes with this eclipse that it's going to feel very difficult to explain, and you've got to crack that egg open to stand in your truth. So we've got 4 cards here. We begin with card number 2. This is antelope spirit. So life is speeding up. You've got to understand that life is speeding up because with the balance in the energies, it's not that time's getting faster, it's that the things you will want to achieve and fulfill will just feel there's many more of them, and so you need to be able to rush forwards to embrace these coming energies. And you've got think on your feet, which is fox, which is 27, so 272. You might want to look up 272 as an angel number. Fox is think on your feet. Think on your feet as to how you will race forwards and embrace the new energies. You've got to decide to create your own interaction with what is changing around you, and it's different for everybody. There are no rules, there are many paths, but you need to start thinking. It's creativity, it's thought again. This is purity of message. And what is the message that's coming through that you're having trouble voicing is Nightingale spirit, 41, which is a 5. Love is all around. So this black egg this truth that you're waiting to get out of you is the truth that love is all around. You will begin to understand that much more with the raw masculine energy now leaving. With the raw masculine energy just fading down, you will get a much better sense of how love, all the love that most people have experienced, will be changing, and they'll then realize that the love they've had up until now was nothing near as balanced and divine as they'd like to believe it was. So you need to act on it. Chameleon spirit, 14, that's another 5. So we've got 4114. 4114. This is about balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy now speaking as a truth through your body. You need to acknowledge it and share this with others, okay? Act on it. Act as if that's how it's always been. Act as if that's how it will always be. Act as if you always knew all of this joy that's now coming in. So the next card we have is our final one, our golden egg, our heart chakra. Our heart chakras have been changing. This is, there's been a lot, all the time I'm getting messages about how the hearts, the two hearts, the lower heart of the natural world and the higher heart of where we love other people need to work together, and it kind of didn't make sense, and it's rebirthing of the energies so that we get a new aquamarine energy in the heart. And I didn't quite fully appreciate what they meant by this, but it's to do with this thing of sensitive people have never properly connected to the earth. They feel the pain of the earth, they feel the pain of suffering on the earth, they feel all of that, but it's been so raw that they couldn't connect. Now that we're getting divine masculine energy in the earth, those people can begin to connect to this emotional masculine energy, and this will allow them to fully love the energy of the earth. By doing that, they can then connect to the place where they love other people, but only if the foundation of the sacral chakra matches. You've got to pull in sound healing at the moment. People's heart chakras are splitting either side of their body. Their throat chakras are moving into these same places, and then they're diving down and they're pushing through the solar plexus, but they're also pulling the sacral into the mix. It's about how we've got to rewire all of our emotional language to be now in a different kind of balance. Okay, so let's have a look and see what energies we have from the spirits, what spirits, animal spirits would like to come and chat about that. Well, that's a very odd card to have. This is a reminder, this is card 64, endings, new beginnings. It just wants to remind you that sometimes life stings. You know, that is how you open your heart. If you've never felt pain and grief, you can't build that new heart. This wasp spirit is reminding you to be grateful for all of the pain that you've experienced and understood as you've gone on your journey so far. So let's see what else. Animals. What animals would like to tell us about this new heart chakra, this balance, this alignment that we're having? Come on, let's have some cards. Let's have some cards. Let's see, what have we got? Just one. It's a single card. It's hummingbird spirit. Oh, that's so beautiful. So, hummingbird spirit is the heart chakra in all decks, because the hummingbird has the largest heart for any creature for its size. It's got to pump all that blood around its body so that it can hover, fly and maneuver. And this is about be here now. Hummingbird spirit is saying be here now. Don't be in yesterday, don't be in tomorrow, be here now. This divine masculine, divine feminine balance that's taking place is to bring us into the now, to stop thinking about what I need to do later. Don't make lists. I know people say lists are good, but Spirit keeps telling me to tell people, don't make lists. Lists are just a set of self-imposed rules that quite often lead to you failing to complete a list, and then you've got to start again the next day, but you're coming in with a level of guilt. This is about totally being in the now, flowing. Okay, so let's have a little tarot, because this is a very important energy, this aquamarine heart. Tarot, do you have any messages for this aquamarine heart? Wow, you've gone very quiet, cards. There you go. Single messages, balance. 2 of water, a divine masculine and a divine feminine goldfish swimming in a beautiful, wonderful, warm sea of divine emotions. Balance, people. They want you to seek balance. So, just to end, it's gone very dark now I've pulled that card away. I want to take a little shamanic deck. I'm gonna just clear the air. Yeah, that's beautiful. Consistent, pure resonance, all matching, all balanced, no difference. What do we have here? Card 13, transformation, the crow. So the crow is here. This is the great spiritual trickster god. But this card is now coming to say that this is the point at which you get to select to move forwards or to turn away. You'll have more chances to move forwards, but this is really saying, make a choice, move forwards, open those eyes that were there at the solar plexus, bask in this divine moon, or is it a sun, or is it the two combined for balance? And you also have 21, the gatherer. So this is being at one with the earth, and then the earth can deliver to you all the abundances that the molecules of the earth and the energy of the earth can provide. It's again a balance between spirit, your spiritual life, and your physical life. This is saying that the energies are changing. You can make changes. So, just to finish, let's see if we can get any final messages from these cards just before we close off. So, oh, a little bit of a spillage going on there. Well, do you know, I knew that card. That started playing in my head during the rest of the reading. So, protection. This is card number 60. Protection is not saying you need to protect yourself. This card is saying you've been over-protecting yourself from fear of what raw masculine energy was. You've been using too much protection, and that's been blocking you, okay? So, it's time now, with card number 9, another divine number, to clear and activate, create a sacred space, okay? Create a sacred space. I need to move those. I can't get that card in properly. So create a sacred space. This is that place in your 5D reality where you create a space that you and the divine can co-create, a place that you would feel comfortable in. This is the place, your sacred space, where you write your story the way you want your life to be, okay? You've then got 69 angel assistants. So this is saying that this is a moment in which the upper world is coming in to create changes. Look, we've got a rainbow. Rainbows are always going to talk about the energies of balancing your chakra, getting things all together, making changes, but knowing that it's meant to be, knowing that you've got divine guidance coming in to help you with this. We're all meant to be on this path of change. You've got 56, which is an 11, a master number. Yggdrasil, the tree of life. The tree of life is the codes, the keys, the solutions, the energy, everything. You put the tree key in, you turn it, and the angels will help you to unlock things. This is the change to move you forwards, okay? And it ends with card 68, which is energy balance. I mean, I knew this card was coming. I could hear it calling throughout the reading. So, all of your body online, in tune and in balance, because now finally we've got the right energies for us to work on the balance. Before, getting balance in our body was very difficult for lots of us. So this is really a beautiful confirmation that this eclipse is going to bring masses of changes for everybody who want to receive it. If you don't want to receive it, you don't have to. You don't have to do any of these things, but know that those that do are going to end up feeling a lot happier, more abundant, more in tune, and just flowing because the energy in them is flowing. They've got all of their chakras working now. So that's what the eclipse is doing. Wassail to everybody and have a lovely Christmas.